Good morning, guys. Reading out of Mark 4 today. Jesus has been teaching in parables, and jumping into verse 10, it says, "And when he was alone, those around him with the 12 asked him about the parables, and he said to them, 'To you has been given the secret of the kingdom of God. But for those outside, everything is in parables, so that they may indeed see but not perceive, and may indeed hear but not understand, lest they should turn and be forgiven.'" And then we jump several passages or paragraphs later, and it says, "With many such parables he spoke the word to them as they were able to hear it. He did not speak to them without a parable, but privately to his own disciples he explained everything." Why, Jesus? Why are you talking in parables? Why are you being so mysterious and cryptic? It is the glory of God to conceal a matter, to hide it. And it's the glory of kings to search it out. I don't know what it is about truth and wisdom. They're both spirits, by the way, flowing from who God is. It's his nature expressing himself. But they like to hide. Like truth and wisdom like to hide in obscure places. They don't mind being displayed and, being seen, but there's this funny, like playful and intentional, strategic expression where truth and wisdom are not too lofty and high to not be found in the gutter or in the child or the fool. It's crazy. It's so interesting. In my experience and journey of discerning the spirit world and how spirits operate, I've been fascinated and intrigued by how wisdom and truth like to disguise themselves. But I'd like to propose that God actually is very strategic and intentional about this. It's the way that he is, because when revelation comes, there's also this accountability. When you understand and know something, especially with a divine revelation there, that isn't just great information that you can use or not. That stuff comes with an expectation. It comes with a standard and a responsibility. If God illuminates or reveals something to you, there's now a responsibility to steward that word and for your life to change. And it doesn't guarantee that your life will change because you don't have to. And he listed in one of these parables about the soil and how a sower sows seed, and some soil never even plants because Satan takes the word. Some soil plants and crops up quickly, but then there's no root, so it dies when anything hard comes. Some soil gets, or some seed gets thrown in where there's thorns, and then it gets choked out by the cares of the world. And then some soil, the seed gets sown and it produces 30, 60, 100 times what was sown. In this whole arena of understanding the truth and relating to God, he likes to hide himself, because if you're not ready for what he's giving you, and then the responsibility comes for what you've been exposed to and you're not capable of walking it out, the consequence is painful and we suffer. So often the truth is hidden in places where only the hungry are going to get to it. Only the people who want it badly enough are actually going to seek it out to the point where they'll understand and they'll receive that revelation. So my exhortation here is, you guys, let that hunger stir up. Let yourself get agitated. Admit that there are certain things in your life that you want, certain things you want to change, and allow that frustration to provoke you to a pursuit. Knock and you'll receive. Seek and you'll find. Wait, did I say that right? Ask and you'll receive. Seek and you'll find. Knock and the door will be opened. That's not just like advice. Jesus is telling us like this is how it works. So if you're not knocking, it's probably because you don't care enough. And God's not saying just throw out a prayer and hopefully he'll say something or do something about it. He's saying the people who actually get the things they're looking for are the people who actually want it, the people who are actually looking. So I wouldn't say, focus on the external and get yourself to seek stuff. I would say figure out whatever's going on in that soil there, do some digging, unearth some stuff, and get to the place where you like have some vacancy. There's some openness, and now there's a vacuum that's pulling, and it's like there's something that you actually want. Allow that awareness to increase and use that to move into a pursuit where God can meet you on the road and produce and release the things that your heart is ready and tempered to steward. Have a great day.